really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on second down is Stanford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Room here to run. And running with power here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, here's Stanford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Rosen to throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Again, it's Rosen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than
He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 47 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And now it's Rosen looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 22. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Corey Peters in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Airing this one out for 50. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Larry Fitzgerald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin the drive with Johnson. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Yards. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
It's definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Stafford, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can...
And he'll get into the end zone.